Tonight, Wisconsin's governor takes on vaping, the steps he's taking to cut down on the growing problem. Plus, Stauber seeks re-election. Minnesota's 8th District Congressman announces a bid for a second term. And contract agreement reached. We're hearing from local union plow drivers on the deal they made with the county.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Anthony has the night off. A done deal. The Teamsters Local 320 union voted to approve the agreement with the county in a 133-0 vote just a half an hour ago. About an hour ago, the Teamsters voted unanimously to ratify that new contract. Let's head over now to CBS3's John Cardinelli, who is joining us live from Eveleth. John.
That's right. The Teamsters have agreed to a new contract offer here at the Eveleth Auditorium, and it was a 133-0 vote for ratification. We were inside before the meeting started, but were asked to step out while union officials presented the new contract offer and take their vote. This all comes after last night when Teamsters reps met with county officials for 15 hours of mediation. That mediation meeting reportedly ended with a contract agreement. You'll remember contract negotiations began making news back in December. Then it all came to a head last Saturday when union members rejected the county's final contract offer. County plow drivers walked off the job Wednesday morning and picketed for 5 days. Eric Skoog says he is proud of the union's stand for what they wanted.
And that's what makes me most proud, is that people said, you know what, we have to have an option to make better for our futures. And they stood up for themselves. They stood up unanimously. They accepted the contract unanimously, and you know, we had 100% participation.
At 7 a.m. tomorrow, county plow drivers will return back to work, according to Skoog. And tonight at 10, we will have more information on what this new contract entails for these union plow drivers. For now, back to you.
All right. Thanks, John. Let's check in now with Dave for a quick look at the weather. Boy, was it nice to see some blue sky and sunshine today.
Yeah, after a weekend full of plowable weather and plenty of snow for many towns, today was a nice easygoing break. A little bit chilly in the morning. Yep. The afternoon was a little bit brisk as well. And we have one more day of that on tap, thanks to the Arctic high pressure system that's taken over the upper Midwest. And it'll keep conditions, like I mentioned, very similar to today's going through our Tuesday. So our Tuesday day planner says as the kids get out and about, low temperature will be around 0 closer to the lake, maybe as cool as 5 below inland. Clear to partly cloudy sky holds on to our area throughout the day. The high temp rises to the occasion and hits 19 in the afternoon, which is pretty close to normal. Well, once we get into Wednesday, we'll go towards the warmer side here for what seems like quite a while. It'll be cloudier, it'll be warmer. There's a chance for a rain-snow mix. We'll talk about the odds of a slippery payoff coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Congressman Pete Stauber is looking to make history in 2020. According to his office, no Republican in our region has ever been re-elected to Minnesota's 8th district seat in the last 76 years. CBS 3's Ryan Campo was in Hermantown today as Stauber announced his re-election campaign.
So today, I'm announcing my re-election campaign because I believe in hope, opportunity, prosperity for all.
Stauber announced his re-election campaign Monday afternoon with family and supporters by his side. He made 4 stops throughout the district from Eveleth to Hermantown and Wyoming to Brainerd. Stauber also shared some priorities if he was to be re-elected.
We're just going to keep on, keep on pushing the jobs in the economy. You know, when everybody can have a job and the economy's going well, it helps small businesses, it helps manufacturing, timber harvesting, and of course mining.
With the U.S. presidency on the ballot in 2020, voter turnout could be much larger than what we saw in the 2018 midterm election, with the potential for different demographics heading to the polls. Despite the differences in this election cycle, Stauber says he plans to stick to his message.
For me, I want to continue to legislate in Washington, do what's best for our district, get out there and meet the constituents, meet the people that I serve. And so that focus has been there since day one, and that focus isn't going to change.
So far, Stauber does not have any Republican challengers, but both diabetes advocate Quinn Nystrom of Baxter and Bemidji native Soren Sorensen have entered the race on the DFL side.
We did reach out to both of those candidates for a statement. Neither got back to us by news time. If a primary election is needed, it will take place on August 11th, with the general election set for November 3rd. The New York Times editorial board endorsed 2 candidates for president, including one from Minnesota. The Times chose Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar and Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren as their top picks out of a pool of 12 Democratic candidates. The board said over the weekend it chose who they believe to be the best candidates representing the moderate and progressive sides of the Democratic Party. Klobuchar and Warren were selected over candidates including Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. The editorial board said they spent more than a dozen hours talking to candidates, ending the article with the line, quote, "May the best woman win." Governor Evers is taking new steps to crack down on vaping. The governor is calling on state agencies to strengthen enforcement to prevent vaping products from being sold to kids, and he hopes to educate the public more on the potential dangers of using vaping products. Emily Thornton has the details.
It's an area that is really important to me personally as a father and a grandfather.
Evers says he's calling on the legislature to pass a series of bills that would include banning vaping products on K-12 campuses and encouraging public health officials to strengthen partnerships with local school districts. He also wants to fund a public health campaign on youth vaping and expand the definition of public health emergencies.
Vaping is something that has, taken some lives in this country, and we want to make sure that we have all the pieces in place to make sure that we're taking care of it, making sure it's regulated in a fair and effective way.
Evers' suggestions don't touch on flavor bans, which have been a topic across the country. Massachusetts currently has a statewide ban on flavors, and New Jersey lawmakers recently passed similar legislation. It would prohibit the sale of fruit, candy, and dessert flavors, which tend to be popular among kids.
Governor Evers says he's confident some of his proposed bills will get passed. In national politics, the president's legal team is offering a preview of how they plan to defend President Trump during the Senate impeachment trial. The president's team filed a legal brief today saying the Democrats' charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress are not impeachable offenses. The 110-page brief also calls efforts to remove President Trump from office a charade. House impeachment managers issued their own response, saying the Constitution, quote, allows the Senate to remove presidents who, like President Trump, abuse their power to cheat in elections, betray our national security, and ignore checks and balances, end quote. The Senate trial gets underway at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and the first order of business will be to debate and vote on a resolution outlining the rules of the trial. A Duluth man went to the hospital last night after police say 2 people attacked him in his driveway during a home invasion robbery. It happened just before 6 near St. Paul Avenue and Wadena Street in the Woodland neighborhood. Police say they found a 41-year-old with severe but non-life-threatening injuries. They also found 2 BB guns, baseball bats, and marijuana. The 2 suspects who ran from the scene were taken to jail. Charges are expected to be filed. Police were not able to share more about what led to the incident, but don't believe it was a random act. It's been nearly a month, and the suspects in the Harbor Highlands shooting are still on the loose. We did reach out to police, and they're still searching for 2 suspects they believe were involved in that December 23rd shooting. It happened at Harbor Highlands in Duluth's Central Hillside neighborhood. Police say the 2 suspects, Dana Smith and David Barbie, were trying to rob someone when the shooting happened. Both have warrants out for their arrests. Legal challenges to the proposed Polymet copper nickel mine enter a new phase this week. A Minnesota judge will open a fact-finding hearing tomorrow. It will look into allegations that state regulators improperly tried to bury federal regulators' serious concerns about the project's risks. The Minnesota Court of Appeals will consider the judge's findings in connection to the project's water quality permit. The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency denies straying from their normal procedure in handling the permit. Stay with CBS 3 as we continue coverage of the hearings tomorrow in a special edition of Eye on Mining. The Census Bureau is searching for thousands of part-time workers in Minnesota to knock on doors this spring. The Bureau is 60% of the way toward its goal of nearly 39,000 applicants. The St. Paul Pioneer Press reports that roughly 8,000 more temporary workers will be hired to help count everyone living throughout Minnesota. Wages range from $16 in rural counties to $22 in most Twin Cities counties. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, marching for Martin Luther King. We'll take you to the streets of Duluth, where people came together to celebrate MLK Day.
And for those marchers, the day started around 2 below, but we warmed up to the normal of 19. Looks like another day just like this coming our way for tomorrow. After that, a warm spell comes around. We'll talk about how long it could last coming up in a few more minutes.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's happiest moments when everyone has a spot. Even Spot. Save 22% plus additional savings with in-store bonus coupons during the winter sale at Schneiderman's Furniture.
If it's time for a new adventure, then consider a two-wheeled ride from the place with the best selection of new and used Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Harley-Davidson Sports Center. We offer local, low-rate financing and for a limited time, make no payments for 90 days. Plus, get free storage until spring. Visit Harley-Davidson Sports Center, Highway 53 and Stebner Road in Duluth, or htduluth.com for details.
Harley-Davidson Sports Center, the dealer that makes the difference.
At Super One Foods, we go to great measures to deliver you with top quality meat every day. Try our Black Angus boneless top round roast, only $3.99 per pound. And get Smithfield's semi-boneless pork butt roast, only $1.66 per pound. We provide the best of the best in fresh produce. Get a pint of fresh blueberries for just $1.66 and 6 ounces of fresh blackberries for just 99 cents. Through all that we do, we've got you in mind. Super One Foods, serving you lower prices and better choices.
When I went to Aspen Dental, they asked me, what's wrong? I go, I had rotting teeth in my mouth. My fiance hadn't seen me smile in 10 years. I have a child on the way here in the next 5 months. I would like to be able to smile in his first picture when he's born. They said we can do that. If I would have known that I was going to be 50 times happier with dentures, I would have fixed it before.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes, dentures start at $3.99 per arch. And yes to a 90-day denture money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Book at aspendental.com or call today.
The famous Meat Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Over a pound of meat and cheese for just $10. It's more pepperoni for your penny, more beef for your buck, more... You get the idea. Get yours delivered now at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Northland, when you want the most new country, make the switch to Cat Country 98.9 KTZO.
Never met a girl like you. What makes you country?
#1 for the most new country.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's peaceful moments. 8 hours at a time. Buy a box spring and get a power base upgrade with any Beauty Rest Black mattress during the Mattress Marathon at Schneiderman Sleep.
In my courtroom, people want answers. But when it comes to my friends, the answers aren't always clear.
The police recovered a gun in your father's home. It's the murder weapon.
Vic's always been a little dirty. I thought it was just small stuff. This is a murder charge. I didn't do anything. I don't believe you.
You are putting Vic on trial for your entire childhood. He is never, ever not going to be guilty.
A new All Rise, tonight at 9/8 Central on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weathermax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Yeah, we got that snow on Saturday, all right. Here's a look at some of the totals, ranging from the lower end to the higher end. We started about 6 inches in Superior, went to 7 towards Duluth, getting into Babbitt, 9 inches there. And then once we cross over to Brule, there's about a foot. Same deal for Two Harbors. Bike, surprising inland there, 13 inches. Well, now that low pressure system is gone, Arctic high pressure has taken over for today and tomorrow as well. And then by midweek, instead of cold and snowy, It'll be warmer, cloudier, and maybe a chance for a mix. Not a great chance, though, but we'll show it to you on the 7-day forecast in just a bit. Right now, we show you the current conditions at the airport in Duluth. Clear sky and a current temp of 13. We're probably going back towards 0 and a few degrees below 0 as the night goes on. Wind currently is southwesterly 8 miles per hour. Relative humidity 62%. And air pressure, of course, thanks to the nature of the Arctic high, it's on the high side at 30.61 inches of mercury. Current temps, 6 above International Falls, 10 for Hibbing, 12 Moose Lake, 10 in Silver Bay, but 17 in Superior. Warmer there for those folks. 13 Hayward, 16 Ashland, and a little bit cooler in the Upper Peninsula, about 5 degrees in Ironwood. Low temps, like I mentioned, could be around 5 above by Lake Superior tonight and could go as cold as 5 below farther inland. So a little bit cooler than normal, but not horribly so. No record breakers coming our way. All right, let's take a look at what's happening right now with the high pressure in place over the upper Midwest. No clouds in the sky. Down towards the Twin Cities, a couple of snow showers have popped up, but they've been put down rather rapidly thanks to the high pressure system. And like I mentioned, tomorrow the high pressure system keeps hold of the middle part of the country, making it sunny one more day. Sunny, but a little bit cool. Tomorrow morning's low, like we mentioned, could go as cold as 5 below for some towns. And the top temp in the afternoon should be around 19, like today, which is where we're supposed to be. But the change comes by midweek for Wednesday. A couple of small troughs of lower pressure to the west will bring in some warmer air to our region and also create a chance for a rain-snow mix on Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday as well, but really the chance is only going to be about 30% at best. And we'll show you the timeline now with the 7-day forecast. Tonight's forecast in Minnesota, we're looking at low temps to go from 5 below inland to 5 above by the lake with a clear to partly cloudy sky. And in Wisconsin and Michigan, it's clear to partly cloudy there as well with low temps, well, maybe 1 below to about 4 above. For tomorrow, daytime highs in Wisconsin and Michigan run the range of 20 to 24 with a clear to partly cloudy sky and a southerly wind going up to 15 miles per hour. Minnesota wind will be southwesterly, about the same velocity, partly cloudy sky, and high temps upper teens inland to maybe 24 right by the lake. And after that, the Arctic high pressure goes away, and it becomes 32 for Wednesday with a cloudy sky. 30% chance for a rain-snow mix, probably later in the evening. And then there's a 30% chance for on and off mixes through Thursday. And then the cooler side of the low pressure systems departing Friday could make it turn into snow, Kristen. 40% chance for just light stuff right now. But it stays in the 30s at least till next Monday. So this warm spell will be casting its spell upon us for at least a week, if not longer.
Yeah, tomorrow looks like a nice day to get outside and maybe enjoy some of this snow that we got over the weekend.
Yeah, which means some follow-up shoveling because now that the plow has gone through, the entryway to the house has been choked off, and the poor letter carrier doesn't have to mountain climb every day.
Yeah.
So I think I'll be up early tomorrow, shoveling away.
There you go. At least there will be a little bit of sunshine for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. The Twin Ports marked Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day with a march and a rally commemorating the life of the civil rights leader.
This is what democracy looks like.
The march started at the Washington Center, went through downtown, and ended at the deck. The Men as Peacemakers Girls Group Restorative Justice Program organized the march. Members say it's a good way for people to remember Dr. King while looking ahead to the work still to be done.
King did a lot for us, and I just really want to pay my respects. I can't thank him enough. And it's still a lot of things that goes on today, but hopefully one day, like he had a dream, all of this will be over.
The marchers held signs and chanted along the route. After the march, the community gathered at the deck to celebrate Dr. King's legacy and the accomplishments of people in our community. The theme of the rally this year was based around Dr. King's Give Us the Ballot and We Will Transform the South speech. In it, he spoke about the importance of political power and called the right to vote a sacred right. Duluth NAACP President Stefan Witherspoon says that message is all the more meaningful today.
We want to make sure that people are validated, that they feel a part of the bigger society, and that we are celebrated for our works and deeds that we've done here in Duluth, Minnesota.
Witherspoon says Dr. King was about love and unity. He says it's important we bring that tone to the conversation and work together. All right, speaking of working together, here's my pal, Kelly Henseth.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going great. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yes.
It's an important day.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I love the stories that we ran about it. Well, big day for CJ Ham.
Yeah.
Big day for West Duluth. It is official. Denfeld alum CJ Ham heading to the Pro Bowl. More on that coming up next.
Yamaha and Arctic Cat snowmobile sale happening now at RJ Sport & Cycle.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota, home of the largest selection of SUVs in the Northland. Visit KohlerToyota.com for 50th anniversary specials.
For just 1 week at Home Furniture, our 20 best rooms, all 20% off our best price, and no interest financing with 0 down for 20 months. This sofa is now just $559, plus get free shipping. The 2020 sale, 1 week only at Home Furniture.
With your mitts, you take the pan up, straight up, right? Once you hear the cake thud.
Let's see it.
Okay?
Let's go. Okay, you want to sit. Don't watch. You got it, Kate.
Did you feel a little thud?
No. Just keep
okay.
singing
It's a little
about
hard to get it straight up, right? You gotta
no way
sort
to
of,
grab
I know, so tightness inward, right? Woo! Okay, we can't. 3, 2, 1, go!
Keep playing. I'll just take
Join us at Barker's Island Inn for the Barker's Island Inn Lake Superior Ice Festival Craft Fair on January 25th. The craft fair goes from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the Barker's Island Inn Great Lakes Ballroom.
I had varicose veins removed with Dr. Paul. The procedure was a lot faster than I thought it would be. No pain whatsoever. When I go to bed at night, my legs no longer hurt.
Kelly Culver, a certified nurse practitioner, brings 6 years of experience and is taking appointments now.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money.
Super One has a tireless commitment to quality and freshness and a goal of delivering 5-star service to every customer to bring the absolute best value to your shopping experience. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now.
So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you with low prices and better choices.
Vaping has been declared a national epidemic among youth. 1 in 3 high schoolers vape in northeastern Minnesota.
My child started having seizures from vaping. There's still so many unknown chemicals.
One vape cartridge has as much nicotine as at least 2 packs of cigarettes.
My child was hospitalized with severe lung injuries.
They said it was no big deal.
My child said it was no risk.
That it was under control.
That's what my child said. But what could I have said? Get the facts and talk to your child today.
Home Sleep Express has gone purple. Now you can test and buy a famous purple mattress at Home Sleep Express. Sleep cooler and more comfortable on the mattress that broke the internet. And get free delivery, setup, plus no interest financing. The famous purple mattress, now at Home Sleep Express.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Go crazy, Duluth Denfeld. For the first time in history, the Twin Ports have an NFLer that is heading to the Pro Bowl. That guy is none other than West Duluthian native CJ Ham. Ham's number was called today after the San Francisco 49ers defeated the Green Bay Packers in yesterday's NFC Championship game. The previous fullback starter was 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk. Because the 49ers won yesterday, he'll be preparing for the Super Bowl in Miami and will not be able to play. Now, Ham was originally an alternate, and the Pro Bowl is at 2 o'clock this upcoming Sunday in Orlando, Florida. Be sure to watch him. Well, speaking of the NFL, this is the last time you'll probably see the Green Bay Packers logo for some time. With a loss on the road in the NFC Championship game yesterday, the Packers have officially been eliminated from Super Bowl contention. Today was really one of the saddest days in the NFL, in my opinion. Locker room clean-out day. Green Bay leaves this season with 14 wins to hang their hats on with an NFC Championship berth. Of course, the team wishes yesterday went a lot differently. The Packers defense was just plainly no match for San Francisco. and their run game. Raheem Mostert rushed for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Niners' 37-24 win.
A lot of things that we should have done better that, we just didn't do well enough. I mean, it just wasn't clean enough, and when you're playing a good team on the road, you needed to do those things, and we didn't.
It was a great season. Anytime you're in an opportunity where you have an entire new staff, a lot of new guys on the team, you implement new offenses, defenses, special teams, all that kind of stuff. It's definitely leave on, a decent note, knowing that you were able to walk away with 14 wins. You were able to get all the way to the NFC Championship game.
Well, like a lot of schools, Duluth Marshall was closed today to observe Martin Luther King Day. So today's Hilltopper girls hockey game took advantage of an early start time. A 12:30 Monday matinee game against Sartell Sauk Rapids. First period, Toppers coming in on a rush. Victoria Thorson finds Marin Friday, and she does the rest. Chips it in to put the Hilltoppers up 1-0 after 1. The Storm and Sabres answer with pressure in the second. Puck gets behind Maureen Dwyer, but Meredith Betcher keeps it out with a last-second poke. Lots of zone time for Sartell Sauk Rapids in the second. Anna Orth puts one up in the air, and Rachel Whelan bats it into the net with her glove, which you can't do that. Goal is waved off. It's 1-0. Toppers finally get it back going the other way. Danica Mark hauls in a long lead pass all alone, but the freshman puts it off the pipe. So this one would end 1-0 in Marshall's favor. Friday's goal was it for the Toppers. How cool for CJ Ham.
Wow. Huge.
Isn't that incredible?
Absolutely.
That's just nonchalant. He's in the NFL. He's in the Pro Bowl. He's with the best of the best. Stephon Diggs is not even in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So that is something that Duluth, Denfeld, West Duluth, everyone in the Twin Ports should just look at and go, and what a great guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
It's so fun to watch his career just continue to build and grow. It's
just
been
blossom.
Awesome.
And all from hard work, and just his coaches have said it. Character and hard work.
Yep.
That's the main pillars of CJ Ham.
That's CJ Ham. All right, thanks, Kelly. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, you know the saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, that showed true after a local company discovered a photo album filled with some local radio history. CBS3's Dave Anderson gives us a glimpse inside the album and the search for the folks in the photos tonight at 10. Before we go, did you hear the one about the cat with the crocheted ears?
No, I guess not.
All right, well, this cat, named Lady in a Fur Coat, had to have her ears removed due to chronic infections. Lady is a former stray, but she is a sweet cat who likes cuddles and head bumps. However, without any ears, everyone at the Dane County, Wisconsin Humane Society was concerned that no one would adopt her. So a nice shelter employee decided to help her out. She crocheted Lady this adorable ear bonnet, and she was adopted last week, just hours after the Humane Society posted photos on Facebook. The cat with the crocheted ears has a new happy forever home. Good ending to a story, right?
Good ending.
I love it. All right, Dave, what are we looking at here for the rest of the night?
Well, memories of my college cat who had no ears either. He was a big, fierce Tom when they were frostbitten off. Shouldn't be too much frostbite trouble tonight, although it will get a little nippy. We're looking at low temps to go towards 5 below inland, and then warming up to about 19 for a high tomorrow. Then a warm spell starts on Wednesday.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.